Hello guys, this is IDQ. Welcome to the video. In this video, I actually want to look over a replay that I played of Faceless Void to see most important is the farming pattern, and second of all, when I chose to fight and when to farm it, how, where, stuff like that. I think it's really important, and not a lot of people really understand uh, these types of concepts at the highest level.
If you like this type of content, go to gamersclass.com. For just $9.99 a month, watch masterclasses with pro players, join exclusive live sessions, and get 24/7 access to coaches and other high MMR players. Get full control of your ranked games and start owning with our Supreme Dota 2 membership.
So first of all, I want to go after laning stage. It didn't really go that great, to be honest. I believe this Abaddon was Voss from like the 1 TI, with Navi. I didn't realize only afterwards when I watched the replay it showed his name. So yeah, as you can see, we got 2 kills, whatever. This is not really important. Abaddon just died. It's gonna be like 0-4 in lane, and it's gonna be a disaster. So it's really not that important laning stage. We just I just want to showcase sort of how my lane went, which is not great. So yeah, even though my offlane is doing okay, my mid lane is doing okay, losing by a little bit, Abaddon is dead again, and it's gonna die like 2 more times, stuff like that. So my item is obviously, I started with stick, so I can combine it into one. As you can see, I already have 9 charges. I bought the raid band, which is really important right here for armor actually, because bench has minus armor. I don't really have that much armor on Faceless Void, so yeah, that is why 0-3 right now. The lineage stage of Void is super simple. Obviously, you just wanna time walk the damage that the opponents are dealing, and that's about it. Whenever they're pressing a spell on you, you just time walk the spell. Then you get bash level 2, and then you get the third spell, time dilation at level 3. This is super good spell right now. And afterwards, you just max bash usually, and then get Chrono Sphere obviously, and max Q again. So yeah, I also died right here. Abaddon fucked up again, didn't press his Q on me, so I tried to W. So yeah, the lane is like 0-4 right now, right? 0-1, 0-3, so 0-4. Now it just became even worse. So we got like killed 6 times here, we didn't get any kill. So this lane is not going well, obviously. As you can see, even with revival rotated bottom. So what do I do about it? I simply buy Mordic Mask. This is sort of a security net, right? Since if I were to go for threads, I would be low HP really all of the time, and then I couldn't really engage in team fights and stuff like that. So I really think that for Faceless Void, we should rush Mask of Madness even before buying boots. I really think it's a super important part, because you gain more damage because of the Chrono Sphere, right? You want to be a threat. With threads, you're like, okay, sure, you have a Chrono Sphere, but you don't do enough damage. With the Mask of Madness, you actually do enough damage. As you can see, I'm also low HP just by killing a support. I'm like 400 HP, so I need to heal. Obviously, Motive Mask comes in handy in that, and also allows me to farm jungle, right? Which Void doesn't really do that well without the Motive Mask. It's a really important part that I try to implement in my game. I mean, I already have, is to have word on a core every single time that you try to rotate. You always need to have a word on you. For example, right now in a normal game, I would usually just ward here, right on the hill, so I assure myself that I don't get killed by the enemy mid laner. Super good. If I chose to farm here, right? If I were farming these 3 camps, I would want to have a ward there. So that's why it's really important to just hold the word, right? It's not really important what's happening right here. The main part is that I see that 2 people came bottom, right? I believe I clicked on them, they have no TP. So now I'm a threat, right? I have Mask of Madness, I have a Chrono Sphere. I can't really kill these 2 guys, right? I obviously pay attention to the top lane. I'll be paying attention to top lane. I'm pretty sure we rotate top lane right now. As you can see, I see they're like half HP, instant TP by me, just instantly making the correct choice right here. This is the full rotation that I do in the game, right? I just wait for my power spike, which is Mask of Madness. Then damage that attack speed, obviously the active is really good. So yeah, I have a Chrono Sphere, I try to rotate. Mid is not really worth to go there, because this guy 1.5k HP, and I don't really care about DK that much. be honest, it's really hard to contest this hero because of Dragon Bloods and stuff, so that's not a possibility. Bottom, Abaddon, it's obviously not a hero that can play aggressive since, you know, can't really do anything with his spells. So I just choose to go to the opposite lane, which obviously the enemies are half HP already, so it's a really great play right here. I killed the enemy position 1. This is a really good thing that I talked about in another video, I believe the support video. I don't know if it came out already. I was talking about multi-purpose. Have a multi-purpose, 1 trip with 2 purposes or more. For example, right now I came top, I killed the position 1, I also took the tower, right? 2 things with 1 move. So yeah, that's why it's really good. Also securing this area where you want to fight, want to farm. This is the farm area for me right now, for the Radiant. This is where you want to farm. And this is exactly why I want to have a ward, right? Always. I can just place it here, and again, I secure myself from not getting ganked, like ever. It's obviously really, really good. You also can spot the enemies if they're trying to ward right here, you know, because you already have vision placed there. As you can see, I just instantly place the ward here. Gives me a lot of vision, right? So there's no way I get ganked. And I see a lot of places where I can farm and stuff like that. My courier is dead right now. I will obviously go for threads in it so I can farm a bit faster and stuff. Next. So yeah, I just try to play top, right? Because I can't really do anything in this game, to be honest, because I have a Aegis and an Abaddon, which don't really play aggressive at all, right? So I have to in turn play more aggressive than usual. With Void or any other hero, what you would like to farm is this, right? Obviously, you just want to farm the Ancients because they give you most gold and this camp. But since I don't have any heroes that do anything in this game, Aegis doesn't really do anything, just plants mine somewhere. Abaddon is just a safe hero that sits behind heroes, so can't really play aggressive, same as Bristerback. They can just kite him, right? You can just, everyone can just run away from our heroes. So that's why I just try to get as farmed as possible and push every single wave. You'll see a repeating pattern that I always push the wave in. I don't choose to farm Asians and stuff like that, even though they give me more farm. Yeah, that's another thing. The bottom lane was destroyed, this guy's rage buybacking. So it's not looking that great, right? Even though my farm is like okay, enemies like have like 500 gold advantage maybe or something like that, even less maybe, but because of the nature of our heroes, we're like so much more disadvantaged, right? Because they were not able to do any plays. So this is why it's really important what I'm doing right now. I'm farming the enemy's jungle. As you can see, I clicked on Juggernaut, I saw he has a word, right? He had a word right there. I already buy a sentry like instantly. Try to buy sentries, and then obviously we already had a sentry there, so yeah. This is exactly what I was talking about before, right? If I didn't have the sentry here, I still knew that he placed the word here, because I had the vision beforehand. So yeah, it's a really important part about wording, even as a core. Now I pay attention what spell the enemies have used mid and try to rotate towards there, right? I have a Chrono Sphere again, I have to do something with this. It's like, else we probably just lose, because my teammates are just going to die, someone's gonna rage buyback again and stuff. However, you see, I'm applying pressure against the enemy carry. I'm literally in their tier 2 tower 11 minutes in. I don't think anyone like lower MMR would do this, to be honest, right? As I said before, this is where you would normally farm, here, and you're not applying any pressure, the enemies would just take. I actually forced this guy to TP bottom, take this farm right here. So this is free, this is all free for me. The catapult is gonna push in, but else, as you can see, I'm farming this camp and this camp, right? So the opponents, even if they would come here to de-push this wave, right? If they come here, then if I farm this camp and this camp and this camp, they can't really do anything, right? Because this would be farmed, so they would just have to go back to mid or something like that, or here, right? So they would still have to play behind their wave, sort of. They can't really make any plays if exactly like this, right? The wave is pushing in, and I'm farming these 2 camps, and there's no downplay for me. There's no real issue for me, because if they were to come here and push the wave in, I could just retreat towards this, right? Retreat towards here, farm this camp which is safe and stuff like that, right? So there's no downplay for me. It's really, really good. However, as I said, I have a Chrono Sphere, so I'm looking towards mid. It's like a perfect Chrono. I got a lot of them in this game, even though it's not that easy, right? As you can see, I'm paying attention to the spells that I care about. Winter Wyvern ulti, it's a really annoying one when you're playing Faceless Void, and also the heal. I didn't know if the heal was used, but it's not really important. But mainly the ultimate was used, so it can't really stop me from hitting in Chrono Sphere. So just go here, 3-man Chrono. I instantly switch targets after he pressed that. This is very easy team fight for us, right? This guy has no TP. He was forced to TP from top, right? He doesn't have a TP on him anyway. But yeah, it's really good. Got 2 kills out of it. I'm pushing the wave, right? I'm not scared of the enemies. They have no spells. I'm still pushing the wave, It's a concept that you really have to apply like every single game. Again, where do I go? Top. Push top, push top. Farm what the enemies would farm, right? This is their jungle, I'm farming in it. So yeah, it's really good. One thing that I really advise doing, especially when playing Faceless Void, is exactly what I'm doing right now, right? Buy the Mithril Hammer first, right? This item, because you don't really know if you go for Maelstrom or BKB first, right? Usually I would go here for BKB, but since my heroes aren't really doing anything, right, in team fights, Aegis doesn't do anything in a team fight, Abaddon just heals, so I don't need that much. I don't need the BKB to sustain myself that much, right, because I have Abaddon. But yeah, if you buy Mithril Hammer, you can just buy a Javelin for Maelstrom, or just buy Ogre X and BKB recipe for BKB. So that's why it's really good. Do this, just buy the Mithril Hammer. So another thing that is helpful by pushing these waves in, exactly like I'm doing right now, is that Juggernaut might die to a Aegis or something like that, right? He died bottom right now because of the Aegis, since Aegis knows that they won't play top, right? Since I'm occupying this map, this area, he knows that the only area that the opponents are available to play in is this, right? So it's a lot easier to close down the map if you're always pushing a wave in. So it's really hard for the opponents to play because every single wave is pushed in. They're just fighting me, I'm pushing this wave always. So Juggernaut is most likely going to be playing bottom right here, right? So Aegis is easy for him to mine the place and stuff like that. Push the wave in again, repeat the same pattern, farming pattern. Just farm what the opponents would farm if they were to come back there. Obviously, I see them press a lot of spells mid. I'm paying attention there. Just paying attention to what they're doing. It's really important. I have a Chrono Sphere in 40 seconds, right? So I need to know. I already know that this guy has cooldown on spells. I know that this is on cooldown. So I just rotate towards the mid lane. I see one guy is dead. They have no spells, like half HP. This is the moment where I can fight without Chrono, right? Since I paid attention to the what they were doing before. This is a really important part of the game, actually. When you're farming a camp, you don't really need your camera to be situated on you, right? Since the creeps don't cast spells on you, you don't have to do anything. So that's why it's really important to watch team fights while you're farming, right? Because you need to see what spells are on cooldown. Exactly like the previous fight, I know that they have spells on cooldown. Winter Wyvern and Solar Guardian are on cooldown, both of them. I go in, Omnislash, Juggernaut is Omnislashing me, he probably thought that they didn't have a Q on. Time Walk. So yeah, then I can just jump in with no fear of the enemy since they don't have any spells, right? Easy sidestep that spell, so yeah. This is a successful team fight. I killed one guy, right? It's really important. My team were probably gonna lose a team fight else because they were like all 20% HP. But since this is another thing, is super important. Your body is a resource, right? I'm not talking about yeah, so your body is a resource. You can tank spells, you can tank damage for your team. So it's really important if you can just tank for your team if the opponents have no spells. Since I can just regenerate with the Blade Fury or, you know, Mask of Madness, stuff like that. Afterwards, I still have a Chrono Sphere. I go in, get a perfect Chrono Sphere off. Juggernaut just close, just like that. So yeah, I killed the opponent position 1 carry again, as I did top. So now exactly the same as I was talking before, right? I use the body as a resource. I just tank the spells. Then what I do? I linger around here, right? I see the Winter Fire. I'm not scared of that. I know the spells are on cooldown. I'm just fighting 3 people. Because this guy's almost dead, getting baited towards Aegis. Press. Time dilation. One guy just died again. Aegis just goes in. I'm just healing, right? Exactly as I spoke before. Look at this. What's happening right now? I watched the team fight. I don't care what's happening here, right? Where my hero is. I'm hitting a camp there. But I'm watching the team fight. I'm super close here. Again, I'm 100% HP. Afterwards, I know that I don't have any spells. One guy is that we're not really great tower pushers. I instantly TP away top to repeat what I was doing. Push the wave in, push the wave in. It's super, super important. just pushing the wave in. I also check the opponent's items, see what they're going for. This is the moment where I got first network, 16 minutes in. We have like 1000 gold advantage, but it's not that much. Since Aegis is like, unless they like suicide to the mines, it's really negligible this gold. So they technically have like 3000 gold advantage, to be honest. That's how I look at it. You saw, look, this is exactly what I was talking about again before. I'm farming this, right? I'm farming towards them. This is the camp that they would farm, right? Normally. Juggernaut, as you can see, he's literally rotating right here. Exactly right now. He's just coming to farm this camp. But since I'm already on it, the two cores are farming exactly where I'm farming. Except I'm not bothered by them. Not at all. This is like I just time walk away. And I'm stealing their farm. This is their farm, right? Instead of farming here, I'm just getting this. So it just is a tipping point of, you know, how much gold can I take from them. It's also sort of a bullying mechanism, right? As you can see, he's not even farming this because he's scared. He's too close to me. So he goes here. So their farming patterns are inefficient. Mine are like perfect right now. Just farming their stuff. As you can see by the less hits, I'm the highest. Obviously, you know, I didn't really farm Asians because yeah, I didn't get the most gold out of it. However, the difference between the gold that I got with the opponents is bigger than the gold I would have had. I mean, the difference of gold that I would have achieved if I farmed Asians, to be honest. I hope that makes sense. I basically get less gold, but the opponent get a lot less gold. That's how you have to think about it, farming the Venom jungle. This is the first time I hit Ancients, like 18 minutes in. It's just because it wasn't really efficient to go top anymore. Because the camps were dead, right? So I just had to rotate here. But then I have a Chrono Sphere. I'm also, my courier is bringing Middle Hammer to buy a BKB. Really important item here, obviously. They have a lot of spells. So yeah. Since I have my ult, I can rotate it to my team, right? One guy is dead from my team, one guy is dead for the opponent's team, but this is like 1 HP on Vengeful Spirit, so I have to go here and get a kill. It's a very easy kill there. Whenever I have a Chrono Sphere, I can just go in. I get two guys. I didn't detonate the mines here and then fucked up with Juggernaut. So yeah, but it's a successful team fight, obviously. That's a bad Mary tip. Yeah, I played with this guy before. I chose to pick Patch, you know. Exactly the previous game. It was my team, so you know how that goes. Just a tip there. The next objective for us would be Roshan, right? Since I told them, right, I'm pinging right now, exactly before even I know that they're going to throw in the replay. Also, I mean, live while playing the game. I knew they were going to throw and die like 15 times unnecessarily. See, we have like 3000 gold advantage. They all died. I ping Rosh. They decide to go here. No reason at all. Because they think they're strong, but they have zero disables, right? I mean, this is just a slow. Abaddon doesn't have anything, so it's not a good team fight. I don't have Chronosphere. They can just run away. They can dispel their stuff, you know. So yeah, 2 feeds. That's just 1000 gold like that. No reason at all. A lot of map control. I mean, not a lot of map control, but you know. Yeah. I have DKB now, so I'm picking Rosh again. Maybe now they understood to go Rosh, take the easy fight with Roshan. So yeah, Chronosphere up soon. I have BKB. This is the next objective, right? It's not really worth to go bottom. Take the tier 1 bot, as I explained in another video. So obviously not good going bottom. Mid is pretty hard to get because of all the trees right here, so it's very complicated to take a team fight because the opponents have a lot of room to play around the team fight, right? So I can't really get a big Chronosphere. But if we're fighting at Rosh, everybody is just going to get clumped up here, right? So obviously you can get a better Chronosphere. We also have mines set up by Aegis because I told him to, you know, place mines at Rosh. We're going Rosh, so it's a lot easier to fight here. This is super important because you're forcing the enemies to react to you, right? If they don't come to Roshan, we just get a free Aegis and a lot of gold. If they come to Roshan, that's a team fight that you are like almost guaranteed to win. If you're stronger than them, is obviously, right? So Yeah, this is really good. We have a pretty good Rosh lineup because of the Bristol back. This guy just jumps in, instant regain, gets blown away. I got Aegis, but I got a kill. Then again, 3-man Chronos here, easy cleanup right here. See exactly what I mean. They sort of have to fight us because else we have 3 Aegis. And they're not killing me, right? Have a big AB. If this guy gets Aegis, he's not dying also. They're not killing Bristleback because we have Abaddon and he's super tanky. So they sort of have to make a move, right? So yeah, that's how you force objective. This is Rosh is the most important objective at this stage of the game, like mid game. So by how the game looks right now, I was thinking about next item build. As you can see, I just TP there because of the I TP top to get farm, right? We got this tower, we're not pushing high ground, everyone's alive in enemy team. I have no BKB, I have no Chronos here. It's not worth for me to go bottom. Obviously next objective is top tower, right? Since bottom is like meh. If you go, it's exactly as I said before, except for us, right? If you TP here, we have to push this entire wave until we can do something, right? Like we have to push like a lot of creep waves to get this, and we're not getting a lot of farm because there aren't really comps here, because Juggernaut could have just retreated like this and farmed everything, right? So if we make this move here and TP, we would lose a lot of gold because the opponents could push mid lane and top lane very effectively, right? So that's why I have to go top. I mean, we should be going top because we can farm this portion of the map, right? While we're going here and pushing this tower. So this is the reason why top is the correct play here, which is exactly what I'm doing. Tower done. Then I TP top. My teammates TP bottom, but Juggernaut just spin TP space, obviously, so they're wasting a lot of time right there. There are 3 heroes here, no reason at all. So yeah. As you can see, my cores are 2 here, right? One guy's here, one guy's here. They're not farming anything. They're like 2 heroes on the same wave. So yeah, they're wasting a lot of time right there. I mean, not wasting a lot of time, but they're not being efficient, right? So because I am top, Juggernaut is scared to come top. That's the only reason why he's not going top, is because I am there. But still, again, I'm pushing this. I'm not farming Ancients. It's really bad to farm Ancients in this situation. Just need to apply more pressure, because the opponents else would out-farm us and stuff. So yeah, the opponents, however, choose a decent fight bottom, right? Because they know I'm top, which is the correct play to make. But since my teammates just want to engage here, they know they have the numbers advantage because I don't have a TP. So one guy is dead. So yeah, this guy is, I don't know, I believe he's alive still. But I just killed one guy and took a tower. Imagine if my team were top, right? We would still kill this guy most likely. And also take a tower. And then if the opponents are going bot, we can just pressure tier 3 and force them back. And then we have the control of the whole map. So yeah, 2 of my teammates are dead. This guy's almost dead, so he has to go base. So he's useless while he's going base. However, I have no complaints. I just, took a tower. I don't really care. I got a kill. My teammates don't matter that much. So this is a really important moment in my item build, right? I choose to go Maelstrom instead of SNY, simply because I don't really have a slot, to be honest. Because I have the Aegis and I don't really want to drop the magic one. Since my Chronosphere has 300 mana, I really need this. Because if I press 2 time dilations, 2 time Mox, I'm like out of mana for Chronosphere in team fights, So I choose to go Maelstrom, and also I know that I will get a bit of gold, right? I'll just get a bit of gold, so when the Aegis expires, I can get another item, right? Like a Yasha or something like that, if I want to go SNY. Now I try to rotate towards my team, right? Since the only, towards my team, towards the bottom lane. Because I have nothing to do top anymore, right? Tower is taken and stuff. Tower mid is taken, I'm being bottom. I take control of the opponent's triangle, right? I'm here. My teammates are based, doesn't really matter. I have a big AB Aegis, they're not killing me. My teammates are TPing right now. This is an important moment. You can just take control of the opponent's triangle. Even though the carry is dead, right? They still go. I need to take these 2 tier 2s, tier 1 and tier 2. And then, yeah, just another Chrono right here. I used it just because of the Arcane, to be honest. Because, yeah, it's just 2 free kills. This is the moment. Try control the triangle and just wait for the creeps. As I said before, you see I can buy Yasha or Sanjay when this Aegis is done. Aegis is over. So team fight, another team fight. I just go towards my team, obviously, since I took the tower bottom as you should have. An important part of the gameplay right here is that this guy was messing up a lot. Void Spirit. He has to go on Winter Wyvern, right? That's his purpose. And like 2 team fights or 3 team fights, even more maybe, it didn't look that great for us. The opponents still have a chance. We don't really have that big of an advantage if we like subtract his net worth. Of 9,000, they have like 3,000 gold advantage, right? 2 heroes are dead right here. It's really hard to fight because this guy on Voice Speed isn't jumping Winter Wyvern, which is a super important part of the game, right? You have to jump on the middle laner, the opponent's save, or the opponent's important heroes, which the most important hero in their team is Winter Wyvern. It's all keeping them together, right? Alive and stuff, because I can't really do any damage to them because of the easy E and stuff, right? So he has to go on him, but he just continues to go on course, right? I mean, he just went in right now and killed the off-lane bench, I guess, and then died for no reason, even though this guy has Aghanim Scepter and is still moving on a map and stuff, so it doesn't really matter. I begged him to just go on Winter Wyvern for after like 2 more fails, I guess. Just tell him that, you know, this is your job. He didn't seem to understand it. I buy SNY because I really don't want them to be able to lock me down for a lot, right? Winter Wyvern ulti, Venge stun, this guy stun, a lot of stuff. Also DK stun is pretty important. I mean, it's a long stun, so yeah. This is what I'm going for. SNY. 6,000 gold adventure right now. Again, I buy a word. I have a word, even though I'm a core. It's really important to have words even on cores. Especially since they're free, so, you know. I have a Chronosphere right now. As you can see, one guy is dead instantly, obviously, Aegis. I'm rotating towards my team, right? I see this guy with the Wyvern there. He has both spells, so it's really hard for me to do anything. Void is going on Vengeful Spirit, which has eggs anyway, so she will just respawn there. Like, it's gonna be full HP. She still uses spells with eggs and stuff, so it's super useless going by this guy again. My Bristol Bag is dead again, so the game's not over, even though I'm so farm. If I die once, I'm pretty sure we will lose this game, but you know. Yeah, 4-man Chrono. See, this guy is able to silence me like that. I mean, just to ult me like that and stuff. So yeah, it's really hard for me to fight against him. You see, I'm almost dying there because of the amount of damage that enemies have. Even though like most farmed and stuff, is still a hard game in this one because of the peaks and stuff. So yeah, I would have died there most likely if I didn't have an SLY. So that's why items are super important. Just get a kill. I don't have any BKB. I don't have BKB or crosshair. However, I'm still staying close to the top because the enemies are too dead, right? So yeah. The next item that I'm going to go for, I believe, is SNY. I mean, not SNY, Satanic, because I really want to be even tankier, right? So I can be able to turn. If they only slash me or something, instead of running away and sharing the damage with my team, I can just go in actually and Satanic and heal. So my team doesn't die, you know, my team doesn't die. Ping the Rosh, obviously not an important objective right now. It's really hard to push. Again, this guy is going on DK, wrong target. DK just get healed by Winter Wyvern, so you can't really do anything. Ping Rosh, Chronosphere is on cooldown. It just got blown up by Aegis. And then, yeah, Winter Wyvern is ulting at Aegis. One guy is dead from our team, one guy is dead from the enemy team. This guy's again going on DK, but this time he's close to that, and he will actually die most likely because he's out of position, out of the base, just middle of 4 heroes. So yeah, that's why he died there. Team fight as a Void is really just about trying to survive as much as possible. You see, I just tanked the full Omni Slash right there, and I could just disengage with Q. It's really good. The super important part about Void that should be paying attention to is buying a shard. I didn't have it this game because I knew that we would be able to secure a Rosh, right? And I believe I will take the Rosh soon. Again, beautiful Chronosphere, just getting one guy on the far end and then 2 heroes on the other side. It's really important to try to just get them by the edge. So yeah, Juggernaut's dead, but they bought back on 2 heroes. We have like no mana on me. Heroes are like low HP, so you go Rosh. This is the moment where I take the shot, I believe, from Roshan. I just respawn. So yeah, take the Rosh, big opponents are dead. And able to finish the Satanic, right? TP base, no mana, use the shard and stuff. So yeah, just go faster a bit right now. Obviously we're kind of waiting for Chronosphere right now. This is the moment where we engage. Even the one guy is dead from our team, I mean 2 guys were dead from our team, since they can't really do anything to me. Obviously I have Aegis and BKB. You see, I have minus 17 armor right now. They have so much minus armor. This is a problem the Void faces, right? No armor. So after Satanic, I believe I go for an AC. I could have survived there, to be honest, if I just jump away with BKB or something. But I was like, okay, whatever. Doesn't really matter that much. I knew that the opponents wouldn't be able to kill me if Abaddon was close to me, or if I didn't just go into the enemy tower like that. But however, it was okay. It doesn't really matter that much. So yeah, I get a Satanic and get a Playmare, right? I instantly noticed that I have minus 17 armor, so you know, by a Playmare, get a AC, super important. Also because I have a Bristleback, right? So minus armor for me is Q, Nazargu, Visions Nazargu. So yeah. Also, it's really important as a carry to try to buy items for your team also, right? You might say, oh, Satanic SNY is you situated, I mean for you, but no, it's actually for my team also, because every damage that I tank, my team is not receiving, right? So that's why I go this type of build. Also, I go for AC, right? Buff my team even more with armor and stuff. So it's really important to try and help your team in any way, shape or form, even as a carry. As you saw, I bought words and stuff. I drew on the map right there because we have no vision, right? Literally 0 vision. I buy words again. Really important, because I wanted to control the map with vision. It's pretty hard to push high ground with 4 milli heroes and a Aegis, right? We're not gonna hit the high ground like that. We just get swapped by Vayne and stuff. So yeah, just try to control the map. Bought 2 words. 35 minutes in. Team just engaged right there. I mean the opponents engaged because I went top the word. They had the word there, so they knew I wasn't there. However, they're just walking into a Aegis. Only got the 1-man Chrono right there. Winterborn positioned himself very good on the right side. But they made a mistake. They overlapped the Omni Slash with the Winterborn Curse, so Omni Slash didn't do any damage. Able to just pick up that guy and then go in. Because I'm so tanky. This is a really cool part about Void. If you get to this point of the game, you're so tanky that the opponents, it doesn't really matter how much damage they do. They won't be able to, like, you will always be able to out-sustain them, either because of SNY Satanic or just because of Time Walk. You get 1 Time Walk off, you just heal like 2000 HP, they do a lot of damage to you. So yeah, I really like this part about Void. I think he's one of the best heroes this meta, obviously. At least top 2. Of course he has his issues also, like pace and stuff like that. He's only strong early game to mid game. Whenever he has Chronosphere, it's pretty hard to fight if the opponents have the correct team synergy and team coordination. But you know, in lower MMR stuff, I don't think you have to worry about that. So yeah, the game is sort of over right now. So fun that they can't really do anything with this AC. Like, I don't take any physical damage. I don't really care about magical damage because of BKB and stuff. So the game is going to be over soon. Enemy carry DC. They have no buyback, so game is over. Thank you for watching, guys. If you have any idea or for a next video, possible next video, please let us know in the comments. And have a nice day.